championship for the first time on CBS. The Target Center sold out. The second straight year that this event has been held in Minneapolis. The triple try from Nebraska, trying to look at it from the corner. Moriarty just off the mark. Interesting to see how Nebraska will open up defensively on Caitlin Clark. They held her to no points on that February 11th meeting in the fourth quarter.
And they went into that box and won in that game, and I'm curious to see that as well. Iowa's worked on it since.
Jazz Shelley coming off a 30-point semifinal performance. They feed Markowski, who's got numbers, forced to kick it out. And there is the Big Ten Freshman of the Year, Natalie Potts, with her first attempt. Gabby Marshall, one of the experienced vets, knocks down her first look.
That's where Iowa can be so lethal when they're out in transition. They've got a lot of shooters.
They got a 6th-year player in Kate Martin, a 5th-year player in Gabby Marshall, a 4th-year senior in Caitlin Clark. Around and around it falls to Natalie Potts, a heavy dose. Potts has taken half of the first 4 shots for the Huskers, who come in 22-10, 11-7, Big Ten regular season record. Clark tried to push it through the double team and a turnover for the Hawkeyes. And the Huskers are on the move. Moriarty off the glass for 2. Shelley gets turned away, and it's a turnover here for the Huskers. Here comes Sydney Affolter, taking it all the way. Tough layup to get on the left side.
Sydney Affolter has been the huge surprise. And you mentioned Molly Davis being out, and that's why she has stepped up.
And Markowski drawing the first foul. Alexis Markowski, about a 70% free throw shooter. One of the top rebounders in the conference. Second in the Big Ten this year. She sits on 39 career double-doubles. One more ties herself with some all-time Husker greats, Jordan Hooper, Kelsey Griffin. A Lincoln native, Markowski grew up watching the Huskers play. And takes the triple try, sinks it. Alexis Markowski, though, shooting a career low this year, didn't look anything like that on that shot. Shot it with confidence.
And that big smile, and you know a lot of adrenaline is pumping through their veins right now.
Affolter off the mark. And the rebound to Logan Nisley, one of the freshmen for Nebraska, inserted into the starting lineup. The Huskers are 6-1 with her in the starting lineup. Callan Hake, good pass, feeding the post. Kendall Coley getting some early time here in the first quarter. Here's Shelley. Jazz Shelley looking for her first points, taking her first shot. Oh, a rainbow one that looked beautiful, right straight through the net. Clark in and out, so tight rims for the Big Ten Player of the Year.
That's right there, too. Real close in and out.
The triple try falls. Midway through the first quarter, Affolter gets turned away to Marshall. Now 8 seconds here to shoot. Marshall, the hands off to Caitlin Clark, who fires and again in and out. Affolter can't get it.
That's a really good defensive possession for Nebraska.
Addison O'Grady picks up the foul.
And Amy Williams told us that was a big deal going into this game with how fast Iowa wants to play. They've slowed the tempo down a little and they're getting what they want.
Credit Nebraska for the start. Credit Nebraska really for the regular season for playing above expectations and playing to that three-point shot. It's another one in a 16-5 advantage.
Yeah, this Nebraska team was not even picked to finish in the top 5, so they have been tremendous.
Coley, a 42% three-point shooter.
Well, Lisa, I can tell you that Coach Lisa Bluter really lit into her team during that last timeout, saying they have to be more aggressive in transition and let their defense create more offense. She especially pointed out boxing out, and that Alexis Markowski three-pointer off of the miss off of the free throw. She said boxing out is going to be key in this game, guys.
Yeah, that's key because she was wide open. That shot was too easy. And those extra possessions could come back to haunt them.
Shelley over to Coley with the last three-pointer. Now it's Shelley's turn, the high-arcing shot. Nebraska is red hot. 4 of 6 from 3 to get out of the gates.
You've got to be there on the catch with Jazz Shelley. She's got a quick trigger.
Stuelke trying to maneuver herself for 2. Shelley again, that time isn't everything. Markowski, though, one of the best rebounders in the country with the offensive putback.
And she told us yesterday when she sat down with us, I knew coming to Nebraska that for me to get minutes, I'd have to rebound.
There's Caitlin Clark's first points. Took her 7 shots to do it. And inside about 3 minutes of the first quarter. Remember, she was scoreless the entire fourth quarter against Nebraska in the last meeting. So over a quarter and a half where she hadn't scored against the Huskers. But Clark can do that, too. The long outlet pass. Leading the Big Ten in scoring and assists again this year for the 4th straight season. Nebraska's 3rd team foul. It's Kendall Coley's first personal foul. And Coley now will take a seat.
These last couple of possessions, she has been looking to score. And that's a nice move there. Fake right, goes left really hard to the basket.
Boy, with that reaction, you would have guessed that she's a little bit shy. She's got the sweet voice. Potts leaning in. Markowski with another offensive rebound. They almost got 4 looks. Just about 60 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Boy, they are hawking Caitlin Clark over to McCabe. Gets a wide open look. Clark with the assist.
And that's Clark had the poise there to maintain her dribble and her poise, and she kicked it out to her shooter. A lot of players around her that can shoot. This is an 8-0 run here.
Potts moving it around. Here's Cole to the corner. Moriarty. Markowski turns over that left shoulder for 2.
She's been a double-double machine throughout this season, and when she catches it deep in the lane, it's really difficult to stop her.
Mentioned she's got 39 in her career, 18 for the season. 2 of the 3 games for Nebraska and Markowski have resulted in double-doubles. The final few seconds, Clark with about a second difference between game and shot clock. Shelley defending. Looking to get it right back. Here comes Clark mid-range. Kicks it out. Kate Martin. Those 2 are buddies. Martin can't get it. And the final few seconds as Kroll will dribble it out. A 23-17 Nebraska edge after 1 complete quarter.
A lot of talent on this Cornhuskers roster. And they've been playing together a while.
Shelley opens up the second quarter defending Caitlin Clark. Just 2 points for Clark coming out of that first quarter. And 1 for 7 shooting from the field. The offensive foul on Stuelke, her first, gives the ball right back to Nebraska. The 3-pointer's not there. Nebraska shot 41% from 3 in the first quarter. And you talk about Caitlin Clark and the defense. It's always, how are you going to do it? That's the biggest question. And so far, Nebraska making it tough for her this afternoon.
Hold Caitlin below to what she averages. Hold the team below to what they average.
Stuelke, we know that she can put up some points. Had a 47-point game against Penn State in the regular season. Potts leading in against Stuelke. And Natalie Potts, a good start, 4 points.
And she knows how to play. She can score. A 2-time Missouri Max Prep High School Player of the Year.
Stuelke too strong off the glass. We've seen Jazz Shelley defending Clark. We've seen Moriarty defending Clark. Potts gets the double team. Potts just muscling her way in.
And that's where they found success here.
Clark again forced to give it up to Affolter. Her teammates are responding. Affolter's first 3-point attempt and made.
You've seen some tired legs. I mean, both teams will keep an eye on that in terms of the 3-pointers.
Off balance look for Hake. Leads the post and off the glass.
Lisa Bluter has told us over and over they're at their best when multiple people touch the ball. As Jazz Shelley knocks another one down.
Clark is over for 3. Still over. 0 for 7. But Affolter gives them another chance. Really good at taking care of the basketball. Also shooting the best three-point field goal percentage of the Big Ten tournament through 2 games coming into today.
Iowa's been in this 2-3 zone, like a matchup zone.
The ball movement swinging over the open look to Nisley, who can't convert. Clark's got 6 assists. Will penetrate that time. Her second field goal to attend shooting.
And that's how you get your confidence going. Get to the rim.
Crowd's on its feet. The block. Madison O'Grady, one of the post backups for Stuelke. Here's White. Penetrating, looking for a seam in the zone. Quick hands by Coley forces a turnover. To Nisley, 4-3, knocks it down.
That's what turnovers in this tournament will kill you. That's a live ball turnover.
The only Big Ten tournament title. Iowa looking for the three-peat with a win here today.
Nice slip by Stuelke.
Boy, Stuelke's tough.
That was terrific. Just reading the screen and slipping it.
Markowski, the quick kick out. Hake, three-pointer falls. Affolter penetrating. Tough shot to get. Again, they're going to let him play. Hake dribbling across the Potts. Markowski, tough angle. Potts. Offensive rebounding has been big for Nebraska.
It's been huge. They're getting second and third chances to go inside and out. It has not been just settle for 3.
Step back look for Clark. Still trying to hunt down that first three-point make. Now 0 for 9 from 3.
You see her frustration. She's grabbing her head. She's frustrated right now.
Just 4 points for Caitlin Clark here in this first half. Jazz Shelley, 7 points in the first half, feeding Markowski. The 2 teammates, 2 friends now. Potts with the offensive rebound put back. Some free throws coming.
This is where Iowa's been struggling.
And now Natalie Potts, an 81% free throw shooter at the free throw line, and knocks down the first. A reminder, break down our first half and bring you highlights of the first team to punch their ticket to the big dance. See how Iowa does on this possession without Caitlin Clark. Stuelke spins, looking for it. Markowski makes it tough.
But again, who's there? Potts. She's finding the ability to pull boards down.
Markowski calling for it. Surveying her options, looking for the repost. She's demanding it, gets it, see what she can do with it. Well off the mark, and Potts once again.
They've been playing well off each other here.
With 3 offensive rebounds for Natalie Potts. And she's earning herself some free throw attempts. You look at the 2024 Big Ten Freshman of the Year. And she had well more Freshman of the Week awards than anyone else. The next one up is like 3 awards. Clark again taking it out for the baseline. To a cutting Stuelke, left side. Hannah Stuelke with 11 points now. The first Iowa player to double figures.
That's a great possession, though, from Stuelke. She's reading the defense well and curling into the lane.
And a 3-second violation by the Huskers. And look at the emotion for Iowa. Trying to get a little bit of a push here before the half.
And that's important.
Maddie Cole. Now in regular rotation. Gets about 18 minutes per game for Nebraska. Final few seconds of the half. Clark. 4 points in the half. Her 8 assists. 0 for 9 from 3. That double team coming. Splits the difference. Stuelke with the quick pass to the corner. Gabby Marshall rings it up.
What a play to end the half. Great ball movement and patience.
And Clark with the hockey assist on that play. Stuelke with the direct assist. Oh, what a rainbow shot. Jazz Shelley ties a Big Ten tournament three-point record with that one. You saw the first 2 games in the first half for Caitlin Clark, averaging about 14 per. Just 4 points here today in the championship. Iowa has only trailed at the half twice this season, and today matches the largest halftime deficit by 11. They lost that game to Indiana earlier this year. Potts gets the first look of the second half, and it's Kate Martin clearing. What can Caitlin Clark do here to open up the third quarter? 2 for 13 from the field. She steps it back from about 15 out. Looking to find her rhythm. She's got 6 points now in the championship.
Always a good thing to look for your mid-range shot like that. Look to penetrate to the basket, get your confidence up, get to the free throw line. We haven't seen a lot of free throw shots here today.
Jazz Shelley, 15 three-point makes in the Big Ten tournament. Whips the pass over to Potts. Off balance, gets it off glass. Look at how tight Potts is defending Kate Martin. So shovel pass to Stuelke. Good decision by Martin. Good finish by Stuelke.
Yeah, you come on up on me that close, I'm going to blow by you. Martin did the right thing, read it well, and got to the hole.
Already it feels a little bit different here for Iowa. Clark coming from behind.
See, that's what Iowa does when they do it well. They defend and it leads to offense.
Clark steps it back. Three-pointer number 1.
And just like that, 6-point game.
To shoot a new Big Ten tournament three-point record by Jazz Shelley. She's tallied 16 of those this year. 3 on the way for Kate Martin.
And Kate Martin up in transition again. She's their glue player, the heart and soul of this team.
Circus shot. And the grandparents of Jazz Shelley, they have been in America, making the trip all the way from Australia. They've been in America actually since that February 11th game when Nebraska beat Iowa. So they're the good luck charms.
They are, and they've been traveling the world watching Jazz play throughout her career, which is pretty cool. They've made a lot of trips. They're retired, she said, so it's been awesome to have their support.
Jazz Shelley, 5th year of college basketball, 3rd year at Nebraska, transfer from Oregon, and a reach-in foul. They've taken 13 flights here so far. Not messing around as Nisley commits her second personal.
And she said her father, I mentioned it before, a shooting coach. We all know Matthew Dellavedova, or Delly from the NBA. He was his shooting coach for a while in Australia, so you can tell that she's really learned a lot of skill.
Stuelke turns and Coley comes over for the block. Wow. She got all of that. Shelley steps it back from the wing. Affolter feeding Stuelke, rim line, and another 2. Touch from Markowski. Affolter takes it away. Here comes Iowa. This crowd trying to do all it can to get the Hawkeyes back into it. Still trailing here in the 3rd. Affolter driving left side. Can't get it.
Jazz Shelley right now 3 of 9 from 3, 5 of 11 from the floor. With the good movement, I like where Nebraska's head's at. They've got good spacing on the floor.
And Affolter, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, and a double-double today for Sydney Affolter, 11 points and 10 rebounds. Bodies go flying.
Definitely. That should be maybe looked at. I'm surprised it's not being looked at. That's right at the head, aren't you?
Yeah, that's the 3rd on Coley, too. 3 points, 3 fouls.
Definitely one I would have reviewed.
Clark feeding Stuelke. Finds her way left side. Another bucket for Hannah Stuelke.
Stuelke's getting what she wants in the paint.
Averages 14. She's at 17 here today. Cole passes up the corner look. Some momentum for the Hawkeyes now.
And Hannah Stuelke is ready for this pass. She told us yesterday after the game that she's always got to be ready when Clark's got the ball. Nice move to the basket, just showcasing her ability to turn and face like a guard, that versatility where she can put it on the deck.
Hawks on a 6-0 run. Affolter, inside 4 minutes in the quarter, blocked by Potts. Clark behind the back. A little bit out of rhythm here today, the give and go. Clark gives Iowa its first lead since the first quarter. They've climbed all the way back by trailing by 13. But it was the throw to play at Hinkle Fieldhouse.
That must have been epic.
Potts coming out of that timeout. Markowski tries the rebounding attempt. It'll stay here.
She's got a couple of rebounds this quarter, but a lot of physicality right there. I'd like to see them get Markowski going again, and Potts was doing a lot of work right there.
Oh, Nebraska needed that. Nebraska rips it away from Feuerbach. Forces the turnover.
Now with all the additional teams coming in, they could be anywhere.
Martin coming over with the block from behind. Markowski's in trouble. Into the hands of Clark. Quickly gives it out to Stuelke, who quickly delivers to Marshall. Three's not there, and a loose ball foul. It's Martin's first, which sends Logan Nisley to the free throw line. Both of these teams dealing not only with an early start, it's an 11 Central start here in Minneapolis, but really when you lose that hour,
it doesn't help.
Starting at 10 Central this game. The third meeting between Iowa and Nebraska, each team winning on its home court in the regular season. Clark off balance, nothing but net. Her second three-pointer of the game.
Oh, that can get her going. That would be big for them.
Final few seconds of the third. Markowski leaning in. Potts battling for another offensive rebound. Nebraska has it.
Wow, they're really letting him play. I thought there was a lot of contact there.
Shelley takes a peek. 7 to shoot. Shelley with the ball to Markowski. The two friends hooking up, and Markowski connects from distance. Her 40th double-double of her career. Markowski, 11 points. Clark at the free throw line, but to put a period on Markowski, now 40 career double-doubles. That ties her with Jordan Hooper and Kelsey Griffin for most in Nebraska history.
She's been a monster performer. 20-point, 21 rebound performance at Purdue.
Here's Shelley takes a peek from half court. It won't count. We got a nice one. All locked up at 58.
Caitlin started to come alive. As poorly or inefficiently as Caitlin has played so far, she still has 16 points and 9 assists. So you got to be pretty happy she hasn't even gone off yet, and the game is tied.
And 6 rebounds, by the way.
Forgot that stat.
Markowski turns and faces. Kicks it out, 12 to shoot. Cross-court pass. Potts gets a look and takes advantage.
And the one thing Nebraska's done well, too, is they've stayed poised, too.
Don't blink, Iowa's going to get you. One of the reasons they average about 93 points per game. Stuelke with another bucket. 93 points per game in the regular season. They're actually averaging about 95 in the Big Ten tournament as Stuelke rips it down.
And obviously far below their average here, and that's what Coach Williams said she wanted to do.
Clark, right side. She's found success with that right dribble drive here today. And oh, by the way, another double-double for her today with 10 assists and 18 points.
She finds a way, even if she's not hot from distance.
Markowski with the back down, turns left shoulder, draws the foul against Stuelke. 12 fast break points here so far for Iowa. I'm always looking at the assist category when Iowa plays. Markowski makes the first free throw. 18 assists. Markowski's parents in attendance.
Yeah, I mean, last night, 30 assists on 38 made baskets for the Hawkeyes.
Lisa Buter has always been one to celebrate the pass. We saw some upsets in these tournaments in the quarterfinals. Number 1 seed, Ohio State lost. Michigan State, the number 4 seed, lost in the quarters. These are the two teams who have survived. The 2 and the 5. Clark from straight away. fouls for Stuelke. Catch, shoots, fires, hits. It's another three-pointer for Nebraska and Hake. Clark tried to split the defense, turns it over. Iowa had trailed by as many as 13 in the first half. Markowski takes the pass, a triple team coming. Gets it out to Nestle. Frees it up with this Nebraska offense, and she can hit shots like that.
And that's what you like about Alexis Markowski. She draws all that.
Those assists that she tallied accounted for 19 Iowa points. She's done a little bit more scoring and not needed as much for as much distribution in the third and so far the fourth quarter, but coming out of the timeout, he gets it right back. Inside 5 minutes left to play for a championship. Clark leaves it short, gives it right back. And Stuelke, how'd she find it? That was a great pass.
Terrific hustle. That's just that chemistry between them, knowing where each other are on the floor, and the extra hustle from Stuelke.
Ends in a Nebraska 6-0 scoring run. It's the Huskers' turn. Up by 2, Markowski high off the glass and rattles it home. She's got 15. Clark gives it up. It's a wing look. Affolter, too strong. Third meeting of the season between these two teams. Each of them got a win at home. Nebraska with the latest on February 11th, beating Iowa 82-79.
And this is that gut check time, Lisa, when you start to feel it.
Markowski gets a look. Twists her body in for two. Inside 3 minutes, Clark pump fake. Will take the dribble penetration. Offensive foul call. 3 on Clark. 3 timeouts left for both Nebraska and Iowa. Crucial. The game is tied and inside 3 minutes left to play. So one of these teams is going to come home with a Big Ten tournament title. Nebraska looking for its first since beating Iowa in 2014, and Iowa looking for the repeat because it's the 4th on Stuelke. It's the 5th team foul. And so now Nebraska will get 2 free throws in the final 2 minutes and 38 seconds.
We're just a little bit late on the hedge on the double team there for Stuelke.
Stuelke with 4. Coley's already fouled out. Markowski, Nestle for Nebraska playing with 3. Affolter, Clark, and Marshall all trying to navigate things with 3 personal fouls. Nebraska turns it over and on a 12-2 run. Open look, Hake. In and out. Affolter coming down with a big rebound here for Iowa. Hawkeyes are running out of time.
And they need to play with a sense of urgency here. And they need a bucket.
So they go Clark's way. She can deliver. Time and time again.
Not afraid of taking the big one. That's a huge shot right there to cut this thing to 5.
Caitlin Clark just 2 points in both the first and the third quarter. You see her tally now. She's at 26 points. She had 12 in the third, and she's working on a 10-point fourth quarter. Nebraska trying to hang on to this 5-point lead. They go Markowski's way. Misses everything.
And they're going to want to go to Markowski with Stuelke in foul trouble.
Clark to Stuelke. Fast break points here for Iowa, and it cuts the lead to 3.
And you see Lisa Bluder over there. She wants them to get running, and that's where they get their energy. They've got to defend to do that.
Jazz Shelley feeding Markowski. Pocket pass. Beautifully done by the Huskers.
I mean, that's all day because you know Stuelke's not going to want to foul, so they've got to keep getting it in to Markowski.
It's Caitlin Clark time. Crossover. Hesitation. Ball fake. Kicks it to the corner. Kate Martin with the big three-pointer. Cuts the lead to 2. Distributed in the first half, scored in the second half, and the sold-out crowd on its feet for the final few seconds of this championship. Markowski with the touch, facing the double team, out to Nestle. And we head back the other way, a foul on Nebraska. 14 fouls for Nebraska. The next one will send Iowa to the foul line.
And that's the kind of shot you want to allow. And Nestle couldn't hit it, and they made it tough.
Iowa trailing by 2. Clark crosses it over against Shelley. Shoulder shake. Clark all the way left side. We're tied up at 77.
They have found ways to defend and get stops in the second half, and they've upped their offensive prowess a bit as well.
Tied at 77. We'll see what Nebraska draws up coming out of the timeout. Shelley has it.
You got to try to take the last shot here, obviously.
Shot clock's not in play. Final few seconds. 14 in the game. 11 in the game. Shelley. And Nebraska will call a timeout.
Nebraska.
Everyone on pins and needles who are associated with the players here out on the court.
There's also a bonus situation here, too.
Here's Hake. 6 left in this championship game. Jad Shelley. Over to Nestle, who fires it short. We got extra basketball in the Big Ten Tournament Championship.
This is our time. She told them to stay defensively focused, keep locking it down on D, and keep pushing it to the rim, going back to what she's been emphasizing all the second half games.
Longest tenured Big Ten coach, Lisa Bluter, has won 4 Big Ten tournament titles, a couple of regular season titles, feeding Clark on the first possession of OT. Spins away from trouble. Martin bounce pass to Stuelke. That's Iowa basketball at its finest.
You get the sense that Iowa's got this momentum here. They got that stop at the end of regulation. And then the quick bucket here.
They averaged 22 assists. That was their 23rd of the game. Stuelke rips it down. Clark behind the back. And so reset. Crossover move. Takes it all the way, leaves it short, battling for her miss.
What hustle right there to keep the possession, where every single possession is highly coveted.
Affolter gets a screen. Kick out corner, look for Kate Martin. Kate Martin, the 6-year player, all of them at Iowa, trying to will this team to a title.
The 38% three-point shooter. Not afraid of the big stage.
10-0 run and 2 and counting for the Hawks. Markowski leaning in, left shoulder off the glass. Backdoor look, what a pass. Kate Martin chasing it down. Affolter. Back to Stuelke. A good defensive stop for the Huskers. Good body control. Gabby Marshall passes it up. Clark can't convert. Affolter. And we got a jump ball. It'll be Nebraska basketball.
Affolter's had a quiet double-double.
Markowski. Gets the ball from Stuelke, kicks it out. A look from the freshman Logan Nestle. Stone cold with that three-point look.
Yeah, I'm glad she shot that with confidence. She missed the other one. Gotta love it, right? Tourney time here.
13 lead changes. The largest lead has been 13 in the first half. Martin rattles it around. A couple of big buckets. Inside 2 to play. Hake, right side. Grady comes on with it. Pass deflected off the hands of Nestle.
Look at Kate Martin. There's nobody within 10 feet of her. When you've got to rotate on a shooter like her, she has proven herself as a lethal weapon from distance.
Kate Martin in her 6th year, all of those years playing at Iowa, grew up as a Hawkeye fan, went to Lisa Bluter camps. And in her final Big Ten tournament, trying to win a championship. 6 to shoot. Clark between the legs, crossover, reaching foul by Potts.
The little things hold them below what they average. Do a good job controlling the pace, which I thought they did a good job controlling the pace a lot of this game. Just enough to hold the whole team under their about 10 below their average. Now they're nearing their average here, almost to 90.
Potts has scored personal, puts Caitlin Clark at the free throw line, splits the pair. And so trying to preserve Stuelke, we will see the substitution of Grady for Stuelke. Under Stuelke playing with the 4 personal fouls. She will take a seat here defensively. Nisley had the big three-pointer from the left wing. She's got a big three-pointer from the right wing and gives Nebraska the lead, 87-86.
Wow, the freshman coming up huge.
Clark looking for it, steps it back. It's a 3 on the way. It's another 3 for Caitlin Clark. And remember the shooters trying to support Caitlin Clark. Iowa much better when she can get that double-figure scoring, and they're missing Molly Davis. Let's not forget, she's been out the whole Big Ten tournament, injured herself in the final game of the regular season or her senior day.
And they hope to have her back.
Turnover by Nebraska. Caitlin Clark intercepts it. Final few seconds. Nebraska forced to stop the clock.
And this is just great defense, just poaching. You can't make that kind of skip pass. When you see Caitlin Clark's right there, not enough mustard on that pass from Shelley.
Check that, Potts' 5th personal foul. Already Coley with 5 fouls and Potts with 5. Men's basketball fans and women's basketball fans, and she's created basketball fans across the country, no matter the gender.
Oh yeah, big time. It's been incredible.
Nebraska with a chance to respond though. 37 seconds. Blocked by Gabby Marshall. Ah, the seniors. It's the seniors for the Hawkeyes. Willing this team to a championship. 2-possession game with Kate Martin taking it out. To Stuelke. Markowski has committed her 4th. Stuelke to the free throw line. She was a perfect 9 for 9 going into that shot. And she misses them both. Nisley has been the one, if you're talking about threes, at least most recently, she's got a couple of them. She's got 6 points in overtime. Hay comes over. Nebraska trailing 91-87. They feed the post. Markowski, just a bucket to get, and she'll deliver 23 points.
Yeah, you can feed the 2 and then do it the old-fashioned way, foul again. Make Iowa earn it at the line.
Kate Martin, though, splitting the difference. Precious seconds ticking off for Nebraska.
At line for Iowa, Kate Martin.
That's who you want at the free throw line, but these are her first free throw attempts of the game. Touches every part of the rim for those expecting again to see the Missouri Valley Conference Championship between Drake and Indiana State. Now available on CBSSports.com and the CBS Sports app. We'll get you to the game once this one is complete. Big offensive rebound by Stuelke. Sometimes it's not the points, it's when the rebounds come and the possessions come.
But Stuelke gets a chance to redeem herself here.
Well, talk about drama. And a smile from ear to ear. Big free throws after missing her last 2. She knocks down those 2.
And she played big today.
Time running out for Nebraska. Here's Shelley. Marshall with a deflected pass.